The first card you have your past is Strength. Yeah, I'm seeing someone who, they might have been a bit vulnerable, or they might have been a bit fragile. They needed some help, and I think they might have lost some confidence or something like that. And I think you were helping them. You were trying to build up their confidence. You were trying to build them up in some way. You're being very careful. You're doing this in a very sensitive way, I think. It's almost like you were taming a lion, like this woman. It's not that they were dangerous like a lion, but they're a very complex person, I think. There's a lot of oversensitivity around them, and you just had to handle this person very, very carefully, I think. I think they might have had their self-confidence and their self-esteem lowered in some way, and you were trying to build this up. You're trying to help them in the best way you could. It wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. I think this person might have been a bit difficult. They're a bit defensive. And I think it's almost like you're a bit on a tightrope. You had to walk a fine line between kind of helping and falling off. It was very, very difficult. There's a lot of tension around this. So I'll go on to the next card. So the next card you have your past is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, you were going through a lot of things yourself as well. And so I think, when you're trying to help this person, this was like an extra drain on your emotions as well. And I'm also seeing in this card that you might have been missing someone. And I think you're really feeling their absence, actually. So I think, all you could do was just hold things together. You just had to do your best to hold everything together. You had work, everything else that everyone else has as well. And you're trying to help this person. So yeah, you're missing this person, but I don't think you could really sit around dwelling on it. Your feelings were, but I don't think your mind was. I think you had a lot on. I think you actually had a few problematic people that you were thinking about. And I think this person who you're missing might have been someone who had some problems around them as well. I'm getting this feeling that they were missing you as well, but they might not have been able to act on that for some reason. Maybe they weren't mentally able to. I'm not saying there's anything mentally wrong with them. I'm just saying that they had their mind occupied by other things at this time. It's a little bit difficult to explain. I'll try to explain this. I think they might have gotten themselves into some kind of a situation that was very difficult for them. They were trying to get out of this situation, and I think they still are trying to get out of this. But there's a lot of mental exhaustion around them. I think they're very, very exhausted. And yeah, I think they will eventually get out of this, but it's going to be quite a difficult process and a long process. I am seeing people around them who might not want them to get out of this situation, if that makes sense. There are people trying to hold them back in a way, I think. But they are going to come out of this. They're going to come out of this, and they're going to come into a time of peace. That's what I'm seeing in this card. It's not going to be easy. It really is not. And it doesn't feel easy now either. I know that. I think you're going to have to just try to be as patient with them as you can, and you're going to have to try and be as patient with yourself as you can as well. I'm just looking at the Strength card as well as this card, and you're going to have to stay strong as well as patient. But this is generally a very positive card. I'm getting a positive feeling around this card for you and for them. But it's like they're on some kind of a journey to get themselves out of a situation. I know that sounds a bit cringy, but that's all I could think of to say to kind of describe this. And they are still on this journey. But there's a beautiful dove on this card, and it's going into this cup. And as the emotions flow, and even as some tears flow, peace is going to come at the end of this journey. Now it's going to come for you and for them, and you're going to connect together again. I'm seeing peace for both of you, peace for both of you in the future, but you're both going to have to be patient with this process. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I hope that all makes sense for you. The last card you have your past is the Magician. So yeah, you really were thinking about this person, even though you had so much on. You were thinking about this person you're missing, and you're trying to manifest a connection between you and them. And I think sometimes you were doing this deliberately. You were thinking, I really want this to happen. Sometimes you weren't doing this deliberately. You're doing this subconsciously, just by thinking about them and kind of wishing things and hoping things. Okay, so I hope this is going to make sense. I'll try and tell you what I'm seeing. Now, you can manifest things for other people. You can. You might have been thinking, I don't know if I can manifest things for other people. That's what I'm getting in this card. My opinion is that you can. Now, some people say that you can't. My personal belief is that you can. I don't have anything against anyone else who believes whatever else they believe. That's just my personal belief. And it's also my personal experience that you can manifest things for other people. So, I think there are some other steps. This is what I need to tell you. You're trying to manifest, if this is resonating, you're trying to manifest a connection between you and this person. Before you manifest a connection, there are other things that you need to manifest first. There are other steps that need to be manifested before the connection happens. Now, this is a process, and I think they have to get their strength back. They have to get their mental strength back. They have to get their emotional strength back. They need to get rid of these people around them who are holding them back, or deal with them, or do something about them. And then they're going to have to take some more steps again before this connection is able to happen. So I hope that made some sense with you. This can happen. It will happen. I'm seeing that it will happen. But again, it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. You're going to have patience with yourself, and you're going to have patience with them as well. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have, your present, is the Three of Cups. Yeah, I'm seeing being even. I'm seeing teams, I'm seeing groups, and I'm seeing everyone being equal in this card, and fairness as well. I know this can be a party card. It can mean a lot of other things as well. I'm actually seeing a workplace situation in this card, and I think things might have been a bit unfair for you, or unequal, or something like that. For a long, long time, I think you might have felt that you weren't seen as being on the same level as some of the other people in your workplace. Now, you were. I'll tell you, you were. You were on the same level. But maybe you didn't feel as if you were, or you felt that you weren't perceived in that way. So this is something that's in either your mind or someone else's mind. Now, I think that's changing either now or sometime very soon. This is going to change. The three women on this card are all the same height, and they're all dancing in a sequence. They're all dancing as one, as a team, and their arms even look as if they're all linked together. So I think you're finally getting some recognition of being a part of a team, and an important part of this team. You're playing on a team, you're as part of a team, and you're all getting recognition. That's what I'm seeing is going to happen. I'm seeing teamwork, I'm seeing strong teamwork. Everyone in that team is contributing equally. So if you haven't gotten this recognition yet as a team, you're going to soon. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that there might be some kind of reward around this as well. It might be a financial reward, because this card's also about abundance. These women are celebrating a harvest. They're kind of dancing around a lot of fruit and pumpkins and everything like that. So they're celebrating abundance, finance, a financial reward, or some finishing to something. So that's in that as well. So watch out for that as well. So the next card you have your present is the Empress. I love this card. This is beautiful. I think this is showing me that you care for a lot of people, and that's reflecting in what I'm seeing all over this reading. You know, in the Strength card, the Ace of Cups, every card, the Magician even, every card. You care for a lot of people, And, if you look at the Empress, she cares for everyone. She's a mother, obviously, so she's in a caring role. And there are 12 stars on her crown, so that represents the 12 signs of the zodiac. So that means she cares for everyone. And so you care for a lot of people. So this might be a message reminding you to take better care of yourself as well. Now, of course, it's a good thing to take care of other people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a fantastic, very valuable, very beautiful thing to do. But look at how relaxed this Empress is. And, she obviously takes care of herself. She looks so relaxed. So take care of yourself. That's the message in that card. I'm also seeing manifestation in this card as well. I'm seeing you visualizing, actually. You're able to visualize things and you're able to bring them into reality, even if you don't realize that you are. So you kind of think things, you imagine things, and they come into reality. So be very mindful of what you're thinking about and what you're bringing into reality, because you have this manifestation all over this reading. So think very carefully about things. I'm not saying you should worry about things. That's the last thing you should do. Relax like this Empress. Think about things that you want to manifest, situations, and yes, again, you can manifest things for other people. I believe you can. So think about all of that. Imagine what you want and relax with it. That's the other message I'm getting around this Empress. I think you might be experiencing some vivid dreams as well at this time. So if this is resonating, write them down. I'm not saying that your dreams are going to come true or anything like that, but sometimes your dreams are about your subconscious and what you truly want and what you truly don't want. So if you do have these vivid dreams, write down the strongest images or words that come to you in your dreams, because sometimes that's what your subconscious wants you to know the most. And good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant, write them down. Don't be scared of unpleasant things, because they're telling you what you want to avoid or what you're thinking about or what you have to address in your life and what you have to change sometimes. Sometimes if they're crazy things, you might have to look up what they're symbolizing. Sometimes you can go and say symbolic meaning of this or that, of a horse or a cow or a whatever it is. Think about that as well. Don't look too much into it. Don't get too bound up in the meanings of everything. Keep it light, keep it relaxed like this Empress. But it's a good idea to do that. So now, the last card you have, your present, is Death. Okay, I think this person who you're trying to help, and this person you're trying to build up in the Strength card, I don't actually think they appreciate your help, but I don't think they realize their own mind properly. I know that sounds terrible, but this is what I'm seeing. They have some emotional kind of problem, if this is resonating. And they're not understanding the situation properly. They're not understanding what you're doing for them properly. They're not understanding reality properly, maybe. If this is resonating, I don't mean that about everyone. If this doesn't resonate, that's fine. It might resonate with some people, and if this is, you'll know what I'm talking about. So you might be feeling like this person doesn't appreciate you, and you're probably right. But they're not able to see this properly, and they're not able to realize this properly. They're not seeing things as they actually are. Yes, they might have a lot of emotional problems. I was hesitating because I didn't know if I should say this, but I will say that. They might have a lot of emotional problems. They're not dealing with reality properly. They might actually be distancing themselves from you again at some time. I'm saying again because I think you might have been through similar with this person before. But when they're by themselves again, or when they're away from you again, I think they're going to realize a few things. And they might fight against this. They might fight against this realization. But they're going to learn a few lessons, and it's going to be inevitable that they learn this. They are going to. This is the Death card. It's inevitable. Now, they might even have to get some outside help. They might have to get some counseling. They might have to see a professional or something. I don't know. They might or they might not. Yeah, because they have a lot of problems. I keep on seeing that. But whatever happens, I am seeing a realization, and they're going to come to that realization, and this is going to be like a revelation for them. It's suddenly going to appear in front of them, and they'll realize something. Now it's going to be, they're going to have a rocky road in front of them. I'm seeing that, but things are going to gradually start to improve for this person after they've had this revelation. That is what I'm seeing. I think I've seen this person in your readings before. I think you've been worried about this person before. If this is this same person, I don't know if it is or it isn't, but it might be. So yeah, the first card you have for your future is the Six of Swords. So yeah, I think this person that you're trying to manifest a connection with, I think they're still going to be trying to get out of the situation that they're in. Again, it's not going to be easy for them. I keep on seeing that. But I think someone might be helping them. I don't think this is going to be you that's helping them. I think this might be someone that you know, maybe. It might be a mutual friend. Because I'm seeing someone who can see a lot of different sides to this situation. I think there were people, or there might still be people, trying to stop them from getting out of this situation. But this person doesn't have a selfish motive in this, and that's why I think they can see this situation from all different angles, not just from their own kind of narrow, selfish angle, if that makes sense. I think this person might be giving them some practical help as well as some emotional help. I think they're talking to them a lot. And, you know, if this resonates, and you know who this person is, maybe you could, you might be able to contact them, this mutual friend or whoever this is. Try to do that if you can, if this is resonating, because I'm seeing this person as a kind of a bridge between two worlds or two different sides or something like that. So they might be a bridge between, they might be acting as a bridge between this person who you're trying to get close to and these people who are stopping them. I hope this is all making sense. Or they might be a bridge between you and this person you're trying to get close to. If that's what's happening and you know who this is, if they're a mutual friend and you can contact them, try to contact them, because that might open up some dialogue between you and this person who you're missing. I really hope that makes sense, because I know that sounded so confusing. I hope you're able to understand that. If not, you might have to go backwards and listen to it a few more times on the video. I really hope you understood that. The next card you have for your future is the World. So yeah, this can represent endings, new beginnings, and it could be about a lot of things, like any card really. But yeah, this is going to happen. This person is going to get out of the situation, and whether you're able to contact the person around them or not who's helping them, they're going to get out of this, and you are going to connect with them again. I'm seeing manifestation in this card as well, because this beautiful woman, she's holding two wands, just like the magician is holding the wand. If you look at them, they're very, very, actually they're exactly the same. So yeah, and she's done this for herself. She's done this for herself. She's manifested this situation that she's in for herself, this new beginning. So you're going to have a whole new beginning again with this person when they come back to connect with you. Don't underestimate your thoughts. Don't underestimate your feelings. Don't underestimate your dreams. You can manifest things. I keep on seeing that in this whole reading. And also, I know I say this a lot in these readings, but try to keep anything that you're trying to manifest to yourself, or at least only share them with people who you know you can totally trust, because you don't need people around you who are vocally negative about what you're trying to do. You don't need people saying, oh, haven't you gotten over them yet? Oh, that will never happen. Move on. This bad thing. Oh, my cousin's brother tried to do that and it went badly. You don't want that around you. You do not want those negative words going into the images that you're creating for yourself. So try to do that as well. So the last card you have for your future is the Wheel of Fortune. This is an amazing combination of cards to get. You have the Magician, you have the World, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have so many other amazingly beautiful cards as well. So when you have all of these together, really look at some other things as well that you might try to manifest, because I think, you know, this is a really crucial time for you in getting things that you want. Not just things, feelings, people, experiences, all of that kind of thing. Things are shifting around. Now, I think you're going to have some ups and downs in your mood with this Wheel of Fortune. This is about ups and downs and round and round. You're going to have these ups and downs in your moods. Now, this is because things are shifting around for you to allow things in your life to happen for you. So if you start to feel down, or if certain things start to look as if they're not going in the right direction for you, they're going in the right direction. Just try to be patient. Try to trust this process. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that things are going to manifest for you. This is what I'm seeing in this card. Look at these cards that you have in this whole reading, I should say. Yeah, you have some amazing cards in this reading.